The second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now, first carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. And now they'll throw with Allen. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. On first down, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. The Vikings at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen, they'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Allen again. Allen hit. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Carr now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And he didn't get it there. No, it's no good. Just shy of the crossbar, and this will remain a one-touchdown game.
Trying to build on that opening drive touchdown, but the drive stalls out. And then you get the missed field goal here, so they wind up with nothing to show from drive number 2.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now Allen. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Allen hit. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold onto the football while being jostled? That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No. What was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. The numbers there in last week's game for Smith. 7 catches, 110 yards.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in this first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A 5-yard pass on 1st down and another 5-yard connection there. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Fournette, a 1st down carry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Carr's throw complete there to Smith. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Carr now on 1st down. And he completes it to Wilson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 38, Carr. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. That sack by the DN, Danico Autry. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Minnesota's offense takes over possession as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Out to his left. Open man, that's Renfro. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Here's Allen. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Schultz. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion.
Touchdown! Dalton Schultz. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On 3rd down, here's Pierce. Room here to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Here's Allen to throw it. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Allen now on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got room. They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. A big play there just before halftime, and even 40 yards. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalton Schultz as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it.
And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Allen quickly a slant to Renfro. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Tucker's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now. 17-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 2nd and 10, Carr. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Carr. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. And this one complete to Smith. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. And to the left side here, Wilson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Carr going to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. And they got this down to about the 12-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Carr. And he comes back with 1 complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped out. A guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Now Carr. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be 4th down. The kick by McManus is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Vikings! Julio Jones, 62 yards. And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it culminates in a Julio Jones touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Lions offense set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 31, Carr. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. The 20. And in for the Lions touchdown. Christian Watson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Touchdown! Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll have, just 1 play resulting in the touchdown. No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing now is Carr. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. On the draw, this is Fournette. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. To throw his car. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Now Carr, got to have this one. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Big Dwayne Brown, the tackle, guilty there. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeau.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
109 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. To throw, it's Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Allen. The open man here, Renfro. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Throwing on first down is Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Dancing to his left. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On first down, Carr. Quick slant to Watson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Carr. And Wilson with it, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Meanwhile, Carr's throw there taken in by Smith. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now Carr again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Hunter Henry, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Lions have got it back to a two-score game here in the fourth. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by, puts it on the carpet. It's out. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing his Carr to Henry. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Counting down to 30 seconds remaining. Carr to throw. Complete. It's Henry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. Now Carr. And that'll be incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Here's Carr. It's brought in by Wilson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On play action, now Carr. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. McManus's point after is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. The risk reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
One final try now for Carr. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Minnesota, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young